occasion of the inauguration of the first ever solar-powered internet school in Ghana. And I'd like to say, perhaps in West Africa too. So today we are making history. And I'm very happy that we are making history in Dago. I wish to express my heartfelt appreciation to the government of the Republic of Korea, to Samsung Electronics, and to all significant others, including the government of Ghana, of course, for the honor done to our young learners. I'm happy that this is placed here where it matters. Education must reach everybody, no matter where they live, whether they have electricity or not, no matter what their circumstances are. Every child in this country deserves good opportunity for growth. We live in a world where information and communication technology, and then of course, which leads to innovation, all of these play a central role in creating economic growth. For this reason, technology, or modern technology, if I may say so, is to be used efficiently in the classroom to create new opportunities for learning and to promote student achievement. Over the last decade and more, the government of Ghana have committed themselves to transforming the Ghanaian economy into an information-rich and knowledge-based economy and society using the tools of ICT. In this regard, a comprehensive program of rapid development, deployment and utilization of ICT was introduced into the educational and other sectors with the aim to improve lives through finding answers to the many questions that relate to healthcare, education, infrastructure, social facilities, and so on. Most of these confront us as a people. Mr. Chairman, the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Education, is determined to improve ICT in education at all levels and has made interventions that include the following. An ICT in Education unit has been created with the responsibility to improve teaching and learning at both basic and secondary schools by using ICTs and ensuring a dedicated focal point for ICTs in education. A draft ICT education policy has been drafted to serve as a building block for ICT in education implementation. The curriculum and syllabi for basic schools have been revised to include the teaching and learning of ICT. 60,000 laptops were provided to basic schools in 10 regions of Ghana under the Basic Schools Computerization Program, while 50,000 basic school teachers have been trained in basic ICT skills. And they've been equipped with laptops to enhance teaching and learning at the basic level. And also, the ministry has implemented ICT school connectivity projects covering 38 colleges of education, 37 public technical institutes, 510 public senior high schools, and 23,000 basic schools with computing infrastructure. And our project with the World Bank focuses on ICT to a very, very large extent. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge of power privileged the siting of most of these projects in the urban areas, and thus creating a digital divide. The introduction of the SPIS into the Ghanaian education sector is very critical and timely. We welcome these valuable gifts from the government of Korea and Samsung, and we thank them for the gesture. The governments of Ghana and Korea have collaborated in a number of projects in the past. The donation of the SPIS to the Dago community in Ghana is just another demonstration of the cordial relation between the two. We look forward to further opportunities that deepen our relationships. For the efficient management of the facility, I have been reliably informed of 4 teachers that have attended a course for 10 days in Korea, and another 20 that will receive training on the facility between 18th and 19th of this month. It is my hope and prayer that this facility will be put to maximum use to the benefit of the Dago community and its surroundings. I'm also hoping that more training will occur for more teachers as they deploy their knowledge to help our children to acquire the skills that they need to acquire. And I wish to suggest in this vein, His Excellency the Ambassador, that we bring in trainers into the country, and by so doing, instead of sending a few people, many more teachers would also benefit. And that the Ghanaians that are being sent outside of outside of the country, become trainers of trainers. So the emphasis should be placed on the ability to come and train more teachers, because so that we can get the critical mass of teachers that we need for the projects to take off and take off effectively. While teachers are central to this facility and its proper utilization, I wish to appeal to all other stakeholders such as Nanano, opinion leaders, school management committees, the regional and district education officers, as well as members of the society, to strengthen the important roles they play in maintaining the facility and in advancing education. We look forward to specific, measurable ways in which we can test how this facility has impacted learning. Are the children learning? What are they learning? Are they improving their language and science and math skills? In what measurable ways? How has this facility helped our children? These are the questions we would like all of us to put our minds into answering. I also want to implore my teachers that the internet is a tool. It is not an end in itself. Therefore, the content of education is always relevant, and how the content properly impacts lives is very important. We are saying that the facility will improve on the economic lives of the people. Let us know in what measurable ways, and we'll be tracking the progress, because we are raising their hopes and we need to ensure that those hopes are fulfilled. And now my attention to the students themselves, for whom all of this is being done. You are the critical factors to the success of this project. It is not just the beauty of it, it is how you use it, how you advance knowledge, how you also impact on the quality of your own lives and on the quality of your lives in your homes, in your communities. A lot will depend on your own desire to succeed. It will depend on your desire to try. It will depend on your desire to ensure that even when you don't make it once, that is not the end. You can make it again, that you can try, that you can keep trying. It depends on you not being afraid of working to improve on results even when they are good. That good results can get better, that poor results can get good. And all of that depends on you. It's not your teacher, it's not the classroom, it's not the equipment, it is yourself. And this is where, as parents, we also come in, as we continue to play our roles, as we continue to encourage our children, as we continue to support them in all the ways that we know Ghanaians are very good at doing. So I want to end with the students. Be good students. Be humble. Know that there's so much you can learn. Show respect for your teachers and your elders. Show respect for yourself. Determine that when the results come, yours will be the best. And let Dago continue to shine. Thank you all very much.
4G or even V satellite. So what we've done and designed as part of the Solar Path Internet School is to have a server that could be preloaded with content. Meaning that you don't always have to have the internet to have the content. You can have someone from Accra who can do the updates on a flash drive or on a CD, brings it here if connectivity is not there yet. We understand that our colleagues in Samsung Accra, they're working very hard with the mobile telecommunication companies to find a solution of connectivity, and hopefully in the near future that will be resolved. Thank you. As you can see, we've got our 65-inch. Could I ask you just to move? This TV screen here is what we call interactive board, our e-board. I can touch on the screen and I can annotate on the screen. So as you see, we've got what we call classroom management, where I'm able to see every single learner in my classroom, and I'm going to ask my students to continue with the lesson that we went through. I asked my student, this is the content I'm talking about. When I say we've got some of the content preloaded on the system, meaning that we don't need to go outside. So I had asked them to go on to do a simple exercise. Okay, our simple exercise, and I had asked them to click on the flag of the Black Stars or flag of Ghana. This lesson would teach a learner the mouse skill, but also it teaches them the history. I'm from South Africa and I know what my flag means. I'm sure if there was a history teacher, he would be able to explain what the different colors mean, what the star in the middle mean, what the yellow and the green colors mean. So I'll ask my students to start that lesson. Go to e-learner and go to volume 1 and start working on your lesson. While they're working on their lesson, me as the teacher, I'm just gonna open my program here, and I'm able to see what my students are doing. That is student monitoring. As you can see, some of students, there's few things that are moving. I can go and pick up a student. Okay, and I'm able to see what that student is. The screen that you see here is not my screen, it's the screen of one of the students working currently live. So this gives the peer learning collaborative in the classroom. I can go and close that. Okay. You can go and add student monitoring and go back to my screen. And I can see student number 19. So this is interactive. There is student number 19 who has raised their hand. Student 19, what is the problem? So someone has raised their hand and then they can ask questions to the teachers. But the beauty of this is that what I can also do is to block the students from having any activity in the classroom. So I put silence on the screen, meaning that now the students can pay attention to the teacher. You have a full control of your classroom. You can get the attention when you need to get attention from your students, and you can unblock them. Okay. Now there's so much that I can show here. I'm just gonna open up a quiz, because you are able to quiz the students or ask them questions. They answer immediately, and you have a feedback. So I'm gonna tell all my students, and I'm gonna start the quiz. And I'm gonna go browse. I'm gonna go open my quiz, and I'm gonna send the quiz to my students. Okay, even the minister probably on her screen, she will also have questions that have been loaded. I'm just waiting for a few more students. Now I say begin quiz. And you will see on your computer screen, you've got about 3 questions. Right? If I minimize that, and I can see all my students, they've got quizzes. And all you have to do, you have to move your mouse, go click on the right questions. The first question is a multiple choice, which has a few questions. You've got a true or false question, and you have a free range question. And if we look at the screen here, I'm able to see what my students are doing. I can see student number 3, he has answered 1 question out of the 3 questions I've asked. Student number 5 is answered 2. So as the students are answering their questions, the answers will start coming through, and within few seconds we will have the results of those questions. Once you've answered all your questions, right at the bottom there's a button that says submit or finish. You click on that button, I can see already student number 4 has submitted. Thank you very much. As you can see on the roof here, these white boards here, these are our solar panels. They are flexible solar panels. We moved away from the glass panels simply for a few reasons. For breakages during transportation, as well to prevent theft. The rubber panels that we have here, they come into the unit here through those cables. They come into this box, and from here they charge in the batteries that you see underneath here. There are 12 200 amp hours batteries, and obviously the science teachers would know that that type of energy that comes in, it's direct current, and we use AC for our devices. So we needed to convert that power from the batteries using an inverter here to convert it to AC, and that's what gives us electricity in here. Here it's our networking. You saw the computers here, they've got cables. They can also do wireless. This is our networking, and the content that I was running is coming from this server here. It's called the educational appliance.